So watch the follow-up YouTube video to get your response on this one. But if I'm assuming I already watched that video. So when they're asking for your sample space, what they're really asking you for is what you see here. This is our sample space. It describes all of our different combinations that we can get from having 3 different kits. So want to make sure that we know what the sample space is. How do you know how many number of outcomes there are? Well, what you do, for example, if you have a child, there are 2 different outcomes. They can either be a boy or a girl, right? And then you have another child, there's 2 different outcomes. And then you have a third child, there's 2 different outcomes. So what we can do is, if you weren't sure how many outcomes there were going to be as you did your letter combinations, one thing you can look at is the different outcomes and how many events. We had 1, 2, 3 events, and you find the number of outcomes. So 2 times, and we multiply those. 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. So if you remember the original problem we did to start today, you had an outcome to get a pair of shorts. There was 2 of those. You had an outcome to get a shirt. There was 3 of those. 2 different events. But if I want to know how many different options there are, I can do 2 times 3. There's 6 different options, and that's what you all found. So just like our other problem, we ended up with 8 different outcomes.